Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, my mic settings were messed up as usual. What else is new? Alright, I'm just checking in people into the brackets. BDXT. Hey Andy, how's it going? Hey, wait, I recognize you, but did you change your name a little? No tester, note, notester, no, how do I say this? Alright, cool, someone checked in. Intermediate bracket all set up. Just gotta wait for one more person on advanced. Make sure you get some sleep then, Andy. Take care of yourself. I'm not a scrub anymore. Hey, that's okay to believe in. It's good to have confidence in yourself. Hey, Tanya. Okay, need to finish up. Dang it, challenge. Okay, all good. Will Yotaro ever stream again with the silhouette and the low voice setup like he did a long while back? Were those streams actually that entertaining? I feel really silly for doing them, but I mean, it could, I guess. Oh god, challenge. You really want to break on me right now? Okay. I gotta make sure I set the Swiss rounds to 4 before I start, before challenge just breaks. Okay. In some ways, I don't know if I'm gonna bring Yotaro back because, I don't know, our personalities merged. But I'll think about it. Honestly, I'm going through how do I say this? So I have this thing where, I mean, on this channel now, and with some friends in real life, I kind of just like talk like this normally, but around coworkers, I still put on like, you know, my streamer voice. Yeah, I still talk to them like this, just because, I don't know. I feel like I live in a corporate world where I kind of have to like not sound intimidating and stuff. So I like code switch to this. But really, I just like, I'm tired. Actually, I weirded my friends out, because like I quit my last company, and then like we sent like voice notes to each other, and then I did the side-by-side comparison of like the streamer voice I was using the entire time at that company versus like my normal one, and they were shook. It was so funny. But also, I think I'm like confusing my siblings because, I mean, okay, so pretty much like since a couple years ago, I just figured life would be so much simpler if you just kept up the streamer persona the entire day. So I got used to just speaking like that normally. But now that I'm just like not thinking about it as much, now I actually like switch voices when I'm talking to my own family, and I'm pretty sure it weirds them out, but they haven't like said anything to me yet. So I don't know what to do. But yeah, I'm glad you like the chain preview. I still have a lot more work to do on it, but I guess it's good for now. There's a lot of stuff going on for player 2. Nothing really connects. Wait, is the chain preview showing or not? Where is... Oh, okay, it's working. Something I feel like I learned from reading like Nintendo game design notes is that even if you could do things like in a very mathematically correct, efficient way, sometimes it's more fun to fudge things a little and give an air of mystery and fun and like just like something like that. So that was like the reason why I do like the question mark, because you really want to know how long a 10+ is. It's more fun to find out. Tanya says, I finally gotten better at doing harassments. Used to have such a hard time dividing my attention between the long chain and setting up a harassment. Yeah, that's definitely a lifelong thing we're all gonna have to be learning. There's just so many different combinations. Well, you have to be capable of, never ends. But just like being able to accomplish that like split attention is definitely like a huge step. So that's really great to hear. I know for me, I definitely have days where like I can pull it off and other days I can't. And I think that's just a matter of like more practice maybe to keep up, I don't know, that mental state. I don't know, sometimes I can't concentrate that hard. But so I realize it's a matter of just like practicing that focus state so it becomes more natural. Been years, yeah. Puyo definitely goes in and out for me too, in terms of like when I'm super into it and when I'm not. And like I definitely feel the rust when I like but I got to like I really started picking up on videos the last couple of weeks, and it was definitely rough the first few videos, just feeling how rusty I was. Good poke there. That covers up the blues. Well, not definitively, but a little more and things will get complicated. Good fork cut. I realized in one of my recent videos I don't do L shape as good as I used to. there's a couple different permutations of how you can do the transition to be like both really fast and hard to read. I used to have the hang of that, but now how is player 1 gonna fix the blues? Oh, I guess like that. Alright, player 2's in trouble because there's 2 rows in column 1. So those blues touching is gonna be hard. All these little pokes are gonna add up. Yep. Okay, let me check on some bracket progress. Nice harassments all around. You know, was Chewy always this aggressive? Compared to like what I remember from last month. Alright, maybe the purples would be kind of complicated to fix for column 5. Alright, some deadly hesitation there for player 2. If they had at least gotten the purple link finish, this would have been a lot stronger. There was a way to put that down there in column 4. Although, not sure what problem Chewy had. Guess they just didn't finish whatever they were working on. Lots of strange splitting from player 1. Not sure what's trying to be accomplished there. The tail is not very efficient either. You can see that says it's only a 6 or 5. Okay, good counter, but still very far back on space. Potentially, I think player 2 could have considered just eating one of those attacks. In some ways, being a Puyo commentator helps me feel like I'm learning too. Every now and then I have this moment where I feel like I did really good at guessing what they were about to do before they did it. And that's like a really valuable skill to have. Just even as a player too, so... A lot of res need to come. Wait, don't don't throw. What was gonna... that tail could be fun for player 1. Not sure what player 2 is doing though. That doesn't really fall. Well, a lot of catch-up is involved here now. Unless player 1 just doesn't get it together. Pretty big lead here. Probably go for the finish. Baby blob. Alright, that was a fun start. And some really aggressive play that is always very educational to see. I learned a little bit there. You just started getting back into Puyo Puyo Tetris. When did you start? Alright, just gonna wait on the next route to start. Something I've been thinking about recently is just how hard it is to be a content creator these days. I think I saw on Twitter of like this one person in the FGC community, like I think YouTube just like randomly took down their channel for copyright issues or something when there literally weren't any, and they managed to get it back by like messaging YouTube on Twitter. But just to think that that probably only worked because they already had like over like 5-digit followers, or no, 6-digit. Anyway, it's just one day you can wake up to everything being gone, and I don't know how to cope with that. But I think what I try to focus on is the friends I've made along the way, so that won't ever go away.
ショータイムだ。
おいっす。私は奪う。
What I'm hoping for the next Puyo game is that Sega will fund or like sponsor more tournaments. Wow, nice pose. That was wow. Just how quickly everything player 2 had was ruined was very impressive. That's a scary way to start a set. I would be a little shook. Oh, and going for the 3-column tail too. What a clean chain. Is this one all clear too? Are you styling? Wait, no, the green popped too early. Oh, maybe you got a little too confident there. Okay, never mind. One thing I feel like I haven't been able to teach people well is how to do tails. Just because I haven't really thought of like a very easy to understand formula to think of behind it. I know like in some of the guides they introduced something called like the breaking method or something that I just kind of made up on a whim, but that isn't like really foolproof either in terms of producing results. It just works for most patterns that you could probably do. Is that gonna be a 2-chain? Alright. Not gonna counter fully. That hurts. Being able to fend off harassment with the correct amount of power is definitely like a pretty big wall, honestly. Because if you don't get it right, you just lose. In many cases. Like, Helio is definitely really impressive for running that back. After taking like 2+ rows. But usually that's pretty fatal. So I guess something to keep in mind as you're improving as a player is that like you'll definitely like lose a lot trying to learn how to do harassments properly. But that's not a reflection of you like learning very slowly or something. It's just that the game is naturally kind of unforgiving about it. Is that a 2-chain there? You attacking?
行くぞ
Actually, what is player 2 doing though? I think that's a little bit of a mess. You gonna be okay? Although they've bought themselves some time with the reds being blocked.
はい
Or not. That is fixed now.
ほい諦めろメテオドンエブラックホールバカ奪えなかったかおバカさんね行くぞ諦めろはい行くぞいててだよすべてを取り込む行くぞ諦めろはい行くぞ諦めろはいスナッチよっほいっとびょ
Sorry for the Windows 11 sounds. I need to honestly make my OBS setup more professional and actually get my audio sources correct. Instead of just doing like very minimal settings because I'm lazy. Oh, I was just handling some bracket stuff. Welcome Scully and Greek Gamer. Your Switch has been collecting dust even though Zelda came out? Just kidding. I don't expect everyone to play that game.
ほいっとメテオラチオンブラックホールスエータービッグバンバカ奪えなかったかおバカさんね行くぞよっほいっと
That's a lot to spend.
諦めろよっリベレーションほいっ
That might not have been worth it either to fight back. Now you're basically even.
と行く
I
ぞ
feel like taking the hit on that wouldn't have been too much of a loss.
行くぞよっ諦めろほいっと
Oh, this... Both players are doing pretty good at... You just want to set that off all now? Oh, but look at player 2. Fixing the red and purple in column 1? How is that gonna work?
諦めろはいスナッチバカ
It's impressive that's still countered by that much, but... Not the most efficient use of resources.
よっ行くぞほいっとメテオラチオンブラックホール奪えなかったかおバカさんね
Wow, interesting setup there for player 1. Kind of tailing focus, I guess.
諦めろはいスナッチ
Very clean. Now, how is player 2 gonna chain up to a 10 at this rate? Or 9? That was almost there.
奪えなかったか
Fusion is where you shine. I love a good fusion player, so that makes me happy to hear. I think what saddens me is that Fusion is honestly the game mode in Puyo Puyo Tetris that has the best spirit of actually merging both games. But everyone outside of a few of us just hates it. It makes me so sad. But I'm glad at least that me making that combo tutorial video for fusion mode on Sega's channel, I feel like that did a lot to like change people's minds about like it actually being playable. Because I think before that, most people didn't really know how to like make their chain go on forever. I mean, it's not like a balanced competitive mode by any means, but it's great to play with a friend and just like go off. I mean, I feel like, so I see some people, I know some people nowadays who like consistently hit like 90 plus combos. I'm just like, wow. I think I'm still stuck at like 30 because there's like 2 techniques for keeping your chain going, but I'm not good at either these days. I haven't practiced. Well, so actually the past couple weeks I've been getting back into doing my own personal coding projects on the side. And one of those was rewriting the chain simulator I had made at one point. I'm putting a lot more thought into like the engine and stuff. And like all the things it'll need to be useful for tutorials, but then also making it easy to share, but then also making it like accessible for people with like color vision deficiency. Which I appreciate that the newer Puyo games have been getting better about. Also something, so I recently got an iPhone, so now I can finally test how poorly my last version of the chain simulator works on like iOS devices, and it is pretty bad. It's like hardware acceleration not working or something. I don't know, but I'm thinking I need to like put more thought into how I'm drawing the sprites on the screen. Because I guess since I had only been testing on desktop, I could run away with the assumption that I could just load a ton of resources onto the screen. But I don't know why even like, I'm using an iPhone 14 Pro and it still struggles like playing the last chain simulator. I'm like, I don't really understand why it's like not handling the game well. It's like running at 15 frames per second. Like, what did I do wrong? I don't know. But I'm able to test on different things now, so hopefully that'll inform my decisions better too. Hey, Even. I think there's a website called puyo.guide which links to a bunch of things, so maybe start there. Hey, what's up? Alright, it looks like we're almost ready to start the next round. Nope. Round 3 is up. God, Windows 10 hate you. Gosh. 11, I mean, I don't freaking know anymore. Wouldn't it be great if after every Puyo Puyo Tetris game, they like didn't get memory wiped? Honestly, you know what? Maybe I would actually be okay with the Puyo Puyo Tetris 3, but only if there was like some sense of continuity between the games. And like no like memory wipe like cop outs. So for everyone who joined the stream and doesn't know yet about what the monthlies are, basically it's a tournament, a very casual tournament we hold every month where we play Swiss brackets, which means it's kind of like round robin, except there's a set amount of rounds you get to play and you don't get knocked out. So you're able to get lots of practice matches in. So it's supposed to be a setting where we call this like play for fun. And just as an incentive for people to play, there's also some raffle prizes at the end. Oh, are you gonna make that? That was the... But yeah, that's it. There's two brackets, like the intermediate, beginner, intermediate/beginner, and then advanced/expert pool. So there's two, and then there's 4 $20 prizes for each bracket. Oh, that's gonna cover up player 2's chain in a really tough way. forced to do a 4 to dig that out. But now this is a 5. Phew, wow, that was a lucky sequence. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to set anything off. Okay, 4 chain. 1 step too slow. That could have been a lot too. But good that you saw that you should probably go for the greens instead of splitting and using the purples. That would have been slower, actually. Interesting. I wonder if... Not sure if this is being done intentionally or as a side effect, but I guess maybe player 2 is committing to certain builds that don't allow the full chain to get set off immediately. So player 1 can just catch him off guard in one of those big windows. It could be a harassment or just like their whole chain, depending on how far away the trigger is. Right now, player 2's chain seems pretty safe. Just need to put the... Well, definitely if there wasn't so much hesitation in the earlier placements, that could have worked. You were almost there though. Oh no, you've got to fight against an all-clear opener. Oh wait, you got it! This should counter that, but the next hit is gonna be... Wow, you're actually finding it all off. That's impressive. Okay, things are about even now. Although you'll have to find a way to take this hit at least. Oh, was that a misdrop? Did you need to clear the greens? Oh no, that's a 5? Impressive. Didn't see it that route. I like having the chain detector up for commentary too. Just because at least I can save a little bit of brain power for flooring my thoughts instead of being so worried about reading the chains correctly. Which I know I'm just like terrible at as a player. Oh, you cut the blues? Did you mean to do that? You have a lot to catch up to now. I mean, good effort there, but I think you were pretty close to actually matching it if those last couple pieces were a little bit luckier. Okay. Oh no. I don't think you saw that cut. I wouldn't have either. Because there was a point where if player 2 had known the chain was going to cut short, they had the purples and the red, or was it green and red? Anyways, they had a way to set it off the chain, but they went for a longer extension. Okay, good punishing a weaker one of. I think one of player 1's weaknesses is just like sometimes their opener might not be the most piece efficient, and so they're behind a little in power. But being behind a little in then like the 1 to 5 range has like pretty drastic damage differences. So you can't afford to have a weak chain that early. It might be a little difficult for player 1 to like do this transition, just because the greens are at a high risk of cutting. Player 2 has their own struggle too. The blue in column 2 will cut at the bottom, so that stops at a 5. I mean, that will match it now, but if you were able to get the greens on there earlier, then you had the decisive, like, what, 11? Alright, a little, like, 2 pieces away from setting that off. So that could have kept going, but that was pretty close. Hey, Simon. That's diggable. So player 2 has a lot to catch up to. Alright, here we go. Alright, that kind of blocks a lot of things for player 1 actually. Let's see if player 2 will use the chance to make safe chain. That was pretty aggressive. Alright, pretty decently clean tail for player 2. That worked out well.
助けて助けてパロイドヘオニハ
みんな仲良くね。
I think maybe there's like some slight hesitation there about like whether the reds on that GTR were gonna cut, but I think over time you kind of get used to calculating the height differences and knowing when you're stacking on your transition wrong.
ほら
Oh,
ほら
what does that block? Seems like a lot.
ラララ
Don't get too greedy now.
ラララ
ほら
何を
おいで。
ララ
パル
Okay, here we go.
セグラサージ甘いね。これのあれこれのあれこれのあれ。
ラ助けて助けてパロイドヘオニハ
みんな仲良くね。 ほらおいで。ほらおいで。
ヒュヒパロイドヘオニハ
みんな仲良くね。
Alright, match point. Player 2 really ran this back. Is that a Hellfire opener? Yes! I live for that!
ラ
ほら
Wait, what's player 1 got?
助けて
Come on, Spring.
ラ
おいで。
ラララ
Alright. This is the finisher.
おいで。
Because player 1 doesn't have the space to fight that.
もう一回グラサージ
助けて
Alright, congrats, Shobaru.
パロイドヘオニハ
みんな
That was really fun to
仲良く
watch.
ね。
Okay. Who have I not watched yet? What was the password? Yo, I guessed correctly. Hey All-Star Bros, how's it going? Go get 'em.
楽しい勝負にしましょうね。
Oh, did y'all hear? They're bringing back like league ratings to like Anarchy Open and Splatoon 3. I'm so excited for that. Because like X Battle is not something I'm really interested in. I'd rather like form a team with my friends. Good defense there. Hopefully some yellows come in time for player 1 to finish their transition there. Yep, that's all together now. What does player 2 want? Just a fight? Okay. Player 1 got the piece just in time. Seba says, I still cannot understand how they do A-chains like it's the most casual thing ever. Respect to them. It takes some practice. And over time you start to develop a sense for like the patterns you can just reuse to make your chains easily. It's still hard, but it's learnable for everyone, I would like to think. For example, in player 1 chain, you can see elements in the bottom left of something we call L shape. And the right side kind of transitions into something like stairs. I forgot the name for what player 2 did. Kind of like a derivative of Yaoi, I think. But that also went into like an L shape or sandwich. I forgot. I have a short-term memory when it comes to Puyo matches sometimes. On to this one. Alright, a lot of purples are needed for player 1, so their chain is like not so safe right now. This landing will do a lot of damage. That's dirty now. Oh, but then player 2 wasn't ready to like do anything about it. Not the worst, but it also prevents you from transitioning easily. Oh, all these follow-up 2s are very good. Now player 1 has reached the point where, yeah, they can't access anything. Well, your reds need to come. Your red and green. Actually, that's fine now. But don't accidentally put an extra purple into column 1. Alright. What's the plan? You could have gone a +1 by kicking that yellow piece over to column 5. But this is still okay, I think. Unless player 2 has a really strong tail there, which I think they do. Oh. Oh. Nice. I love that. Gotta go fast. Wow, you got kind of greedy there, I think, actually. Maybe? You love to join these, but you like sleeping in too much? Yeah. It's hard to find a good time zone for Puyo tournaments sometimes, but... I wish there actually was some kind of counter setup. That would have been entertaining. Alright, how are you gonna get your reds to tail? I don't think that works because the blues offsets things by like a lot. So you can see that the chain counter says that only counts up to 7. But I guess you don't need that long of a chain if you can win through harassments instead. Good going on that. Wow, good converting your pieces to harass like that. Now this is back to being a clean sandwich. I really like how Chewy fought that round. That was clean. Is this a rush? But coincidentally, player 2 was making that counter setup anyways. So if you don't know, by counter setup, I'm referring to not specifically just like countering the chain damage, but there's ways where you can, if you know your opponent's about to hit you with 2 or 3 rows of garbage, you can build one column high compared to the other ones in anticipation of the attack. So you can like access your chain right away instead of having it all blocked off, because like the garbage will fall around it instead of like all on top of it. Okay, that was just a pretty weak opener for player 1. Oh, but that still came together for the 5. And that actually closed off the yellows pretty good, so... That's a really strong 5. I'm excited for a new Puyo only game too. That was getting kind of close. I mean, I don't mind a Puyo Puyo Tetris 3 as long as Sega figures out whatever it will take to make Tetris players actually really like it. But that itself might be a very difficult task given whatever restrictions the Tetris company might put you under for making like balancing choices. So I would hope they don't attempt it again until they have the freedom to do that. Or a good idea in place. Oh, did you mean to do that with your GTR? Well, I think that's fixed, right? Hey, Ethan. I just hope no one interprets it the wrong way when Puyo fans start, like, being really happy about... Like, I'm sure the next Puyo only game is inevitable. Yeah, most definitely a lot of Puyo fans are going to be really happy about it. But I just hope that people don't take it the wrong way, in the sense that, like, Puyo fans specifically, like, hate Tetris or something. It's more like, there's literally a bajillion Tetris games, and Puyo fans deserve at least this, you know? Alright, how are you gonna fight? Oh, just setting it all off? Okay. Will player 2 get it together? Because that's only a 6. Oh no. That's because the green's cut. Oh yeah, I enjoyed that too, Ethan. It was kind of shocking to see Marl get into Puyo Quest without, you know, the Tetris register trademark symbol. I was like, what? Now, next thing they need to do is free squares and X. I'm not sure how you thought you were going to do the extension without like a bunch of perfect greens and purples. That looked really tough. But I could see that you had to try something. That was a lot of damage, huh? Okay, good 3. Not so good hesitation there. And I think it would have been better to just like let that stay unpopped to help you dig down. Now you have to catch up to a 10 plus somehow after this time loss. There's a lot to do here. I definitely like skill battle in Puyo Chronicles more. It was balanced a lot better, I feel like. In terms of like, so you know in Puyo Tetris 2, the skill battle skills like they kind of just do one thing, and a lot of them are useless because they just like ruin your chain or something. But like especially the color change, it like takes all your MP and just like ruins your chain for an attack that's not even that strong. But in Puyo Chronicles, if you max out the characters like skills by going through the quest line, then I think each skill actually did multiple effects at the same time. Like I think you would get like color change plus attack up. So doing that against people was actually like really good. And the self-destruct tricks were actually really fun to see happen in like Puyo versus Puyo. But then they had to like nerf it in Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 because like Tetris was too good at self-destructing since they can place their pieces so fast. So they were like literally impossible to beat if you had enough healing. Alright. That's it for this tournament. Thanks for watching. Just gonna watch like the intermediate bracket wrap up. But that's about it, actually. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go head over to my cousin or my nephew's birthday party now. See ya, everyone.